EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, I'm gonna say 0 search and 0 online. You better not let me get a game. Oh snap, I got a game. Oh my gosh, bro. I'm tired of playing against the Eagles. Can I get a different team? Like, everybody want to use the Eagles.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Hey, Lion!
They'll start on the ground. ETN. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 20, here's a second down and 4.
You see BG on the side? That's easy.
Another tote for ETN.
Yeah,
And he'll be correct well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Jaguars.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
Let's go, man! Let's go!
Near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 65 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now Lawrence now he has this complete to Strange, the tight end.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Now Lawrence changing the play.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Lawrence.
That is caught inside the 5.
And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Etienne. He'll get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Once more, Etienne. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Oh, I should have put Tank in.
So they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Etienne, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get it behind the line. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Lawrence going to keep it.
No!
He's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1.
How do I get 1
They're
yard?
turned away on 4th and
it.
goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, 1st down. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
But Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the 1st down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Every time I play against the Eagles, they get that catch.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
But they just, when they catch it, and then they run.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession.
I remember I almost had a 4-year pick.
Second down and a yard. They hand off to their big tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
They'll run for the first time with Kenneth Gainwell. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 4. Again, a run with Gainwell. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Straight ahead, it's Gainwell.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Gain of 5. First down, Philadelphia.
They run behind center with Gainwell.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
At the 6-yard line.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Now Hurts changing up the play. On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Throwing is Hurts.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score.
He damn sure did just go 99 yards.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.
What the fuck is this nigga doing? He's scooting on the damn ground. The Eagle player can't even get off the ground.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
They're on the 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
It's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Brings up 2nd and 8
Hurts.
at the 44-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here.
Come on, man.
As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 2 yards to go, second down. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Second and a couple.
I'm throwing this bitch to 10 yards.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Oh!
Is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. That is caught. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
Touchdown play! Come on! Come on!
In the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Boy, they're down only 1 score. Still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
They'll throw now on the final play. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
That coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And this pass broken up. The contact low of time there, and now fourth down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. He'll look to throw.
Thank you.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
And the Jaguars are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out into the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Second half, close game, and we're certainly seeing some exciting plays, but it's really been the defense.
I gotta make a business decision. I ain't losing this game. See, like this delay is just... I'm gonna disconnect this bitch from the TV.
Back-to-back drives that have ended with interceptions.
Yeah, the guys on the other side of the ball, as we like to say, the defenders, they've been the difference makers for their teams. And when they're taking their game up to this kind of a level, I want to see what happens with these offenses. Can they match them as this game goes on? Or will the defenders continue to have full control of this one?
They'll get this up to about the 44. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Here's Swift. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. His time is now run out in this 3rd quarter of play. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll look to throw here. Here it's complete. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. And they're going to speed things up here. 2nd down. Here's a run with Bigsby. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
You must got some very good defense.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence looking downfield for Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. On 1st down, Hurts. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Second and 5 at the 5-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And here's a handoff to Gainwell. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The jumbo set out there, 3rd and inches. They give it off here to the tight end. He's not going to get there. It won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be caught front. Eagles touchdown. Jack Stoll, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter, and just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They come up now on 2nd and 2.
At the 22-yard line.
Lawrence will throw. He targets Ingram for another grab. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Lawrence. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Now Lawrence is going to get his guys to go quickly.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Now 2nd and 4.
Across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Lawrence. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
A big play looming on 3rd down. Throwing now, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. Back to throw. Lawrence. No! It's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Justin Evans. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a
Kenny Pickett, Mitch Trubisky. playing the Eagles for the third time.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, longtime foes square off in the NFC East, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jones looking to throw it on the first play. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and he came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And it's a 15-yard pickup. Even though they were stopped before the first down marker, well-executed run there by the offense.
It certainly was, and the best part about it, it opens up other plays, especially the play-action passing game. Because if you can sell the run, that brings the linebackers up, and you can throw over the top of them and in front of the safeties.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line.
First down, 2 yards.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And that is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Jones on 1st down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hurts. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pin, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercepted. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to get them out to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. What a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up for a goal.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll run here with Gainwell. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
Here's another second and goal, this time from half the distance closer. Hurts sets up to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Three tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. Gainwell. Yeah, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. We're scoring.